Ride through the city like Brennan Schaub. I'm on a mission to get it all. Ride through the city like Brennan Schaub. If you ain't thick, please don't get involved.
And now, Brandon Thick Boy Schaub.
Yes, sir. Monday morning, February 16th. What's up, fam? What is poppin'? How was your weekend? No fights for the fight freaks out there. There's nothing for us, really. That's all good. You got a fight night coming to Paramount this freaking Saturday. Great main event. You got Sean Strickland, Fluffy Hernandez, which I cannot wait. A great middleweight matchup. Cannot wait. Rest of the card, okay. But it checks the box. I will be watching this one from Florida. Kiddo has a football tournament at the Wide World of Sports Disney.
Florida, oh shit.
Florida, I leave Thursday.
Oh, snap.
I know. Top 50 teams from the nation are there. I think if they make it to the second round, it'll be on ESPN.
Oh, shit.
So the boys are crunk about that. We'll see how it goes. These kids are ballers, so we'll see how it goes. T had travel balls back up too, baseball. Huge rain delays here. I got there at noon. I didn't come home to 8:30 at night. And my dumb ass didn't bring a chair, so I was standing for 8 hours. My legs are worn out today. Straight up. I'm like, man, why are my legs so wobbly?
Oh, standing for 8 hours.
Literally standing for 8 hours. And on Sunday, I was standing as well. I just don't bring chairs, man. I pace back and forth. But let's get into it. Enough about me. There is some fight news going on. Slower week, but there's some fight news. Going on. Number one, by far the number one current event we're going to kick this show off with is Cain Velasquez, the great Cain, who shouldn't have served a single day in prison, is out. Mm-hmm. I told y'all he was going to get out. I told y'all.
About a year ago, you said it.
About a year ago. Got some boys that are super close with him. But Cain is out, man, and this is a big deal. Hopefully he is going to figure out this Epstein stuff. Hopefully he gets on that case now. You can't find it, huh, Jen?
Yeah, I have a shit ton, that's why. But go on, speak on. He celebrated. He came out of a white van. It was like with a mariachi band.
I haven't seen the video. I just know he's out. Mm. You got the video of him. It's just him and his fam celebrating.
Yeah.
If you want the video, that's just a write-up. I'd go to Twitter, Bubba. Or X, as the kids call it.
Oh, let's go here.
I mean, he shouldn't have served. He deserves a freaking award and a holiday. I'd go to Twitter, Bubba. Again, I'd go to Twitter, man.
All right, dog.
I can send it to you if you want.
No, I had it already, but let's go to Twitter. There.
Yeah, get the video of him.
Oh, let's go back to Instagram.
God, I wonder what that feels like. UFC's going to be all over this Cain Velasquez White House card, right? I wouldn't be surprised. Wow, what a moment for him and his kiddos, man. What a moment.
I couldn't tell. So that looks like his daughter, and then the wife is taking a picture, right?
I think
I can't tell, yeah.
I think so. I don't want to assume. I've heard some stuff, rumblings going on there. I don't know. Either way, God, what a freaking... I can't imagine what he's feeling like, man.
Yeah.
That poor guy, man.
But I mean, dude, it was 11 months or something? Nothing too crazy for attempted murder.
Yeah, they shouldn't give him anything.
I know, 100%. Yeah.
Someone touches your kiddo.
He did what every single person would have done, so yeah.
Yeah, the laws are all messed up. I mean, yeah, he took some liberties, open shots on the highway. That's probably frowned upon.
He should have messed him up with his, like you said, with his hands.
That's
right?
why I don't...
It's
like the last thing I think about, I have guns, but if someone touched my kid, it's like, oh, buddy, a gun's too easy. That's too easy of a way out, especially when you have his skill set. Derek Brunson said, put him on the White House card against 20 pedos. I agree, man. Get him out there.
Yeah, but that's like amazing news.
Great news. Best news we've had all in a long time in the UFC community.
And I asked you earlier, how'd you know it? And because you'd said it literally like a year ago, right?
Yeah,
it's been about a year ago.
His manager. We're working on something for Cain together.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's the man. Also, in his prime, when he was 100% healthy, I think best heavyweight to ever do it. I think in his prime, he'd beat any heavyweight to ever walk this planet. He was the man, dude. Mm-hmm. He was the freaking man. Yeah, thank God he's out. Thank God he's out. I did get some, you know me, I'm not Arohani, I'm not Pete Carroll, I'm not freaking Luke Thomas. I don't have 5 credible sources. When it comes to my sources, I have a good source, though. And I heard on the White House card, they're trying to do Alex Pereira and Jon Jones for the light heavyweight title. Mm-hmm. They don't want to do heavyweight. They think it'll mean more, and it doesn't mess up the heavyweight division, but it's going to mean more and give Alex a better shot. It's more of a level playing field if they fight at light heavyweight. Because then John's, records are on the line and all that stuff. Heavyweight doesn't really matter. And it's not like Alex is going to stay there. So the rumblings are, I want to go to Ruben Carter. But
I mean, he also said it too. That's why.
Yeah, I would not. That makes me look terrible. We'll
show you some stuff that he said that Dana was saying, like, there's no way in hell that's happening.
Yeah, Ruben Carter is not the one you want to go to for sources. But, I don't know what he's saying, but from my sources, they're trying to do it light heavyweight because it would mean more for Alex and John and all the records and John stuff like that. Doesn't muddy up the heavyweight division either. So that's what they're trying to do. I would assume we get some news pretty soon here, right? Because Dana just keeps going, card's done. We got some updates for you. And the updates were, what do you say? Oh, we have renderings where we know when the sun's going to set. It's like, all right, well, that's not an update, dude. Give us the fight update.
I'll play you this video when they asked him, and it's very, like, seesaw-y. You'll see what I'm saying.
The White House card done last week.
The card is done already to go?
Yep.
Nice. How many title fights are you able to say?
No. Okay. I'm not saying anything. We have like 2 different options laid out, and the matchmaking process has already started. So, yeah.
When you were answering the question about the White House, you said you had 2 options, but then you said it was done. I'm sorry.
So we laid out 2 different options. I didn't say it was done. I said the card was built. It's done. I'm not talking about the White House card.
Yeah, for sure. And then
it doesn't sound like they have it together. Here's why they don't have it together. There's too many moving parts, and there's too many wild boys on the card where they're trying behind the scenes to figure out with John, right? Coming to agreement with John, with Conor. So you have these 2 wild boys. So I would assume, because the UFC is very smart, they have one card that's good. It's good. And it's all the reliable guys under contract, not the Conors and the other random shit. And they have that.
Yeah.
But then they have the one that they want that's going to do the biggest numbers of all time. That's going to be the best card of all time. And there's some of those jokers on there, and they're not fully aligned yet.
Yeah,
and that's what they're waiting on. So I do think they've worked that. And I think that, to give him some grace here, I think he's like, we have it done if we don't get the guys we want.
Yeah.
We have the card done, and we have to submit it to the White House to check off. Worst case scenario. So we have a B card and an A card. We want the A card, but there's some wild boys on that, and we're trying to figure that out. That's what that is.
John is by far on the wild card, I'm sure.
You got John and Conor, the 2 most wild boys of all time.
Yeah.
And then who knows with Nate Diaz, all this other random shit. Gable Stevens, they have their card, which is safe and won't do sizzler numbers. It's going to be solid, but if they don't have John and Conor, there is no way in hell it's the best card of all time. It's impossible. You have to bring back these throwback legends. So that's what they're aiming for, and they're going to get it done in some capacity, whether it's one or both of them or all 3 of these wild boys. But if they don't get that done, there's going to be such a letdown from the fan base Because when Dana says it's going to be the best card of all time, it's going to be the most viewed card of all time, he's assuming, and he's probably right, but he's assuming they come to agreement with these wild boys. Because if they don't, it's going to be, oof. And again, probably not his fault. Let's take a little break here and then we'll jump right back to the Real Housewives of the UFC. I love a good origin story. And Brooklyn Betting has one of my favorites. Jon, the founder, literally built this company from the ground up in Arizona without a college degree. All right. Just pure grit and intentional craftsmanship. You can actually feel the pride in every stitch of their mattresses. I freaking love my Brooklyn Betting. I love it. My kids love it. I love them. I sleep on one every single night. I got my kids one. Those boys share a queen bed. They're forced to share a room together, but they love the freaking bed. Brooklyn Bedding handcrafts every mattress in their Arizona factory. U.S. made, baby. No middlemen, no gimmicks, just top tier quality, honest pricing, real American craftsmanship for a better night's sleep. Brooklyn Bedding, no sleep isn't one size fits all. That's why they offer mattresses for everybody, every sleep style. Even hard to find sizes, not sure which mattress is right for you, just take a Brooklyn Betting sleep quiz. You'll find your perfect match in under 2 minutes. That's what I did. So whether you sleep hot, cold, they got you, man. They have the Copper Flex. They got everything. Brooklyn Betting also offers a 120-night comfort trial. Love it. Or they'll help you return or swap it out hassle-free. It's super easy, man. Go to brooklynbetting.com. Use the promo code SCHAUB, SCHAUB, at checkout. You get 30% off site-wide. This offer is not available anywhere else. That's brooklynbetting.com, BROOKLYN, betting.com, promo code SCHAUB for 30% off site-wide. Support the show. Let them know your boy sent you. brooklynbetting.com, promo code SCHAUB. Let's get back to the program. But yeah, that's why he's like, well, the card's done. We have two options. I didn't say it was done. Like, what?
He literally said it was done.
The media just has to take it. They're like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Not at all.
There's a little more to it if you want to watch it.
Yeah, please.
Just one other question about the White House that was like, as far as announcing the card, do you feel like, in the media world that we're in, it's enough to just put it out? Or do you feel like that, is there like some kind of special announcement that we should be expecting? Or is it just like, hey, tell people what the card is and the media will do, their thing? Or do you feel
we don't know yet. As we get close, we've been kicking around a lot of ideas, and I don't know. Me and Borsari actually fly to DC this week and sit down with the president and his team and start walking them through not just the production but the fight card. We have like 3 different options on all the different production stuff and see what he likes and what he doesn't like. But let me tell you this: this event is going to be so badass and so unique, so special.
That scares me.
And so expensive.
So expensive, meaning we got to pay up to get Conor, Jon, and Nate.
Hence another reason why there's two avenues.
It's just, man. And they'll get it done. I have faith in Dana, but when he goes, it's gonna be the most badass card of all time. It's like, oh God. I'd rather him not say anything and then drop it and let us decide. You know what I'm saying? Because again, if you don't get that option A and it's just the stars that are currently fighting, there's no way it does numbies. There's no way. There's no way.
And you prefer if they stuck to the light heavyweight versus if it was heavyweight? For Jon, obviously.
I think it gives Alex more of a shot. There's not much advantages for Alex to go up and fight Jon at heavyweight. I think Jon cutting the weight, getting a little bit out of his comfort zone, cutting back to 205, I at least gives Alex some sort of a shot.
Yeah.
Heavyweight, it's tough, man. And listen, the UFC definitely wants Alex to win. Definitely wants Alex to win. So this is, I would be, honestly, with Jon's arthritis in his hip and all this shit, I'm surprised he's even entertaining it. But again, they must be backing up the Brinks trucks. The Brinks trucks for Jon. That's why he's like most expensive.
Yeah. And if he doesn't make the weight then, so it would have to be a catch weight then, right? And then probably like or a good chunk of the money he was supposed to make if he had made the light heavyweight weight, then
he'll make the weight though. Jon's never missed weight.
I just can't imagine him like right now.
I know.
After looking at him,
I can't believe he'd commit to it.
Yeah.
But again, enough money. I better figure it out.
Ozempic.
That's what I heard that they're trying. That's what they want. I don't know how John's respond to it, but I know the UFC's idea for a fact is Alex versus John at light heavy, not heavy anymore. What else you got, Jen?
Alrighty. I think we already covered this maybe on the second show last week about the Colby and Conor thing. And then Dana White saying that's right here, total BS.
Yeah, so they let me see the headline.
Mm-hmm.
So it says not confirmed yet by the UFC. Jesus Christ, dude.
Well, nothing's confirmed yet from
It's
the
like
UFC.
the Epstein stuff. It's just so much malarkey out there. You don't know what's real, what's not. Not confirmed yet by the UFC, but it is highly possible the main event for the UFC White House card is going to be Conor versus Colby. I mean, I'm not mad at that. Both fighters have been drug tested this year. In fact, Conor has been tested 2 times already. All right. And then Dana White goes, total BS. White House matchmaking's meeting is tomorrow. McGregor flying in tomorrow for it. We'll have fights dialed in by this weekend.
That wasn't 6 days ago, so they have everything, I guess, sort of set.
Conor Colby makes sense.
And of course, the build-up would be amazing.
The build-up's good. It's not a horrible fight for Conor. Colby hasn't been active in a hot second. You know, he's kind of a shell of what he used to be. Conor, you know, you don't want to toss Conor in there some young lion and get starched on the White House. That makes sense.
This one I thought was also pretty fascinating.
This one's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
So this is about Tom Aspinall. If you're not watching the show, if you're listening to it, Pete Carroll did this whole kind of sit down and went into the life of Tom Aspinall through his, you know, he had eye surgery.
Oh, he went through a lot. Yeah, I'll show you.
Here's what's tragic. So Tom's at the, you know, he has, I don't know how many kids he has, 3 or 4. Tom's at this stage where he's like fighting. No, dude, I just want to be able to play with my kids and drive them to school. I'm not even thinking about fighting right now. When I heard that, I'm like, oh shit, this is not good. So this is Tom Aspinall's quote. I love martial arts, absolutely love it. I'll never stop loving it, but I just hate the business. I think that fighters are just completely replaceable. Correct, Bubba. And the business will make you feel like that any chance it gets. And if you get hit with an illegal move, which could affect the rest of your life, they don't really give a shit, and no one else does either. Tom, unfortunately, that's the world. That's the world, Bubba.
You think it's more these days, though? You remember, because all the changes in the UFC?
It's always been like this.
It's always been like that?
It's always been like this. There's no, I mean, there definitely is, but when it comes to pro sports, it'll break your heart, man. It's so cutthroat. It's so goddamn, it's such a cold world.
Yeah.
And for Tom, I don't know what it is with the MMA community where it's like Tom was beloved and greatest heavyweight, and he's, you know, John's ducking him. Remember all that, which is like 6 months ago? John's ducking him. Tom would beat his ass. And then he has this fight with Cyril Gane where he gets poked in the fucking eye twice, both eyes. And it's not like your takeaway from that fight is Cyril's such a better fighter. The assumption was, I think that's why people have this view. The assumption was Thomas should go in there and annihilate him. Like this wasn't even going to be competitive. Thomas should go in there, take him down. You know, Cyril defended the first takedown, then hit him in the eyes and had some success and bloodied up Tom. So people were like, oh shit. And that small sequence there, for whatever reason, then Tom getting hit in the eyes. I mean, there's people, not legit, but there's people out there that think this is real. That think Tom's faking all this.
Yeah.
You know how dumb you have to be? You're talking about the guy who grew up in a jiu-jitsu dojo, who's dedicated his entire life, who was the baddest man walking the planet. He would be faking all this for what? Because of Cyril Gane? No one's scared of Cyril Gane. It's a great matchup for Tom. Yeah, but he struggled for that round. What the fuck are you talking about? That's why the fights are 5 rounds, dumbass. I do not get it. I don't get it. It's heartbreaking. I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
Yeah.
After 4 months, he's still doing 18 eye exams and counting, 3 different prescription glasses, double eye surgery, 32 eye drops per day, balance loss caused by vertigo, blurry vision, consistent black spot. Double vision makes him sick. He can't drive. He has to have a driver, man. Struggles to use his phone, play with his kids.
He misses people's handshakes, is what they're saying. Like a simple handshake. And remember, you mentioned too, like Dana White will devalue his own product, which doesn't make sense. But that's how powerful Dana White's statement is when he goes like, "Oh, he didn't want to continue."
That's what fucks Tom. Now
Everyone started like to roll with that.
here's the problem: is what makes Dana great is he shoots from the hip and he's not so politically correct, right? He just says what he says, and right after the fight, you can see how Dana can say that. But the issue with that is now that gives energy and that gives perspective. So the rest of the UFC trolls jump on that, and now it just ignites the fire on Tom.
Yeah.
And it's a shame. It's such a shame. I don't get it. I do not get it. I don't get it. That's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Because when you hear him go fighting, I just want to play with my kids. I can't even drive, man. He has to have a driver. They have to give him food. And
I mean, if you can't shake a hand, dude, like I wouldn't want him driving.
so just so everybody understands, there's not a chance Tom fights this year. There's not a chance in hell he fights this year. So you're looking at 2027, and that's if, once his eyes are better, he feels confident enough to risk his vision again, and then you got to fight the cheater and Cyril Gahn. So you got to come back. There's unfinished business. Now, I would assume that in a year from now, Cyril Gahn's going to lose. He's not that good. Especially, the division's a fucking shit show. So maybe he wins, but if they give him the right matchups, he's going to lose. So hopefully for Tom, when he comes back, maybe Cyril Gahn's on a losing streak, so you don't have to worry about getting poked in the eye. I don't know, man. It's all just a shame. It's such a shame.
Yeah. And since this all happened, there was rumors swirling. I wonder if Ruben Carter was part of the rumors, but so there's a rumor that
was Chin. That's why you got to be careful bringing him up.
I know, but anyway, so there's a rumor that Tom actually, like the UFC had asked him for him to vacate his title because he's going to be out for too long.
That's not true.
And then he goes, if I do vacate, then I want to get just off the contract so I can go box. Basically, is what the rumor was. But apparently it's obviously a hoax. Oh, actually, yeah. Our boy Josh Thompson is the one that got it from Ruben Carter. And this is what Josh said exactly. Well, at least I think he got it from Ruben. This is my guess.
Reports are out that the UFC asked Tom Aspinall to vacate the title until he was ready to go. He said he'd be willing to vacate the title as long as they released him. Now, that opens the door so he can go ahead and box. This is a really weird situation. The heavyweight division is just a total shit show right now. And it's been a shit show since the Jon Jones coming in, not wanting to fight, the interim champion, which was Tom Aspinall at the time, and then fighting Stipe. No disrespect to Stipe, but it was just, Jon had something in mind, and the UFC didn't squash that. They allowed that fight to happen, and it just led into this thing where the heavyweight division's been on hold since the Jon Jones debacle, I guess you would call it. Bottom line is, Jaylen Almeida is gone.
What's he wearing?
Okay, they just released him. Tom Aspinall, he is gone.
Here?
Jon Jones doesn't seem like he's coming back, especially not to the heavyweight division. We have a mess. We have a disaster on our hands. The heavyweight division and the 205-pound division, the light heavyweight division, both weight classes are the worst that they've ever been. And these used to be the pillars. This used to be what would carry the promotion. When the merger of Strikeforce and the UFC happened, the heavyweight division was the strongest it had ever been. And then the light heavyweight division, honestly, UFC was built tough of the light heavyweight division. This is wild to me, man. The 135, 145, 155, and 170 right now are carrying the sport of MMA and definitely carrying the UFC. More to come.
Yeah, Josh has to do better. You don't report that bullshit.
And those are the bone conduction. Those, you know what I'm talking about? It just senses your vibration in your bones to actually get audio.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So it doesn't go inside your ears. That'd be good for you, actually.
Yeah, that'd be great. That's probably why he has them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Most fighters probably have those. But yeah, that's what Josh Thompson said.
Dude, imagine being Tom Aspinall, and 6 months ago, you're the king of the world, you're the baddest man on the planet, and then you take a fight with Cyril Gahn, you're beloved by everybody, you're the face of England, you're the face of the heavyweight division. The UFC can't get Jon to commit. You're waiting for Jon. You're hoping they sign Francis. That leaves. And you're like, all right, I guess I'll fight Cyril Gane. And by no actions of your own doing, you get severely poked in the eye, both eyes.
Yep.
And then now people are making up rumors that the UFC wants you to vacate and you're asking for a release. And the amount of hate he's getting online. Imagine him right now. Imagine being Tom Aspinall right now.
Yeah.
I do not understand it. I don't get it.
That's why he said what he said.
Yeah, it sucks.
Pizza Carol.
It sucks. It just sucks. It's a shame.
Yeah, like someone fouls you, but you get the shit from it. It's so stupid.
Yeah, I don't get it. Maybe I missed something. How are you not mad at Cyril Gane?
Yeah.
Aren't you mad Cyril Gane put Tom Aspinall in this position? Take the narrative out that Tom's faking this eye surgery. That's so fucking stupid. He got surgery. His eyes are fucked up. Shouldn't you be mad at Cyril Gane?
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
If there was someone to get mad at, it would be Cyril.
Yeah, not the guy who can't fucking see it, has 3 or 4 kids, can't even shake hands, and was undefeated. The fuck are we doing? I don't get it. Taking a little break here because that episode of the Shop Show is brought to you by Row. Listen, fellas, sometimes you can be a little too confident in the sack. You've tried some stuff that your buddies recommend, and you're like, man, it's not really working, or it's working too well, but I have side effects. That's where Row steps on in. Row Sparks are a 2-in-1 prescription treatment for guys who want harder and more controlled erections. That's right. They hit the bloodstream fast because they dissolve under your tongue, and getting hard fast means there's less waiting to perform. You don't want to wait around while you start up the engine. You don't want that. After Row Sparks dissolve, they work in 15 minutes on average. You're ready to go, man. Buy some time. You got 15 minutes. Tell her how pretty she is. Wait around. Get a glass of water. Take a walk. You got 15 minutes. Who doesn't? All right? Plus, Row Sparks dual action formula stays active in the system for up to 36 hours. No, you don't stay hard the whole time. That'd be a nightmare. But when you get aroused, you're able to go. That's what we're saying here, okay? Row connects guys with medical provider 100% online, and if approved, treatment ships directly to your freaking door. If prescribed, new sexual health patients get $15 off their first order of Sparks on a recurring plan. We got you guys. Connect with provider at ro.co/Schaub to find out if prescription Row Sparks are for you. That's ro.co/Schaub for $15 off your first order. Sparks' product compounded drugs are permitted to be prescribed under federal law, but are not FDA approved and do not undergo FDA safety, effectiveness, or manufacturing review. For full safety information, go to r.co/safety info.
By the way, he has 3 kids, and 2 of them are twins.
Oh, nice.
Just look that up. This was something I found interesting as well. It's called the British or the UK curse, and it always has to do with some sort of like a foul with eye pokes.
Really?
Yeah. So this is from Menace MMA HQ.
So it says the pattern. 4 different British fighters all suffered career-altering eye problems during or leading to title fights. From permanent blindness to double eye surgeries, the pattern is undeniable and disturbing.
Obviously, Bisping.
Bisping's the biggest one. Mm-hmm. I mean, Bisping lost a fucking eye, dude. The great Bisping lost an eye and still fought.
Yeah.
So it says Bisping 2013, Vitor Belfort's head kick detached Michael Bisping's retina and left him legally blind in his right eye. Bisping hid the injury and delayed treatment, fearing his career was over. It probably was. He went on to win stuff.
That one also, it's a weird one because that's illegal. It's legal, but he was on, TRT or something.
Correct. He was on all the steroids.
Yeah.
Let me just turn my phone off. Sorry about that.
All good. And this is a different type of one, but so Leon Edwards one.
Leon Edwards accidentally poked Bilal Muhammad eye 18 seconds in the round 2, ending the main event in no contest. Dan White said Edwards would 100% in line for a title shot if he won. Said he waited years longer.
Yeah, he waited forever. But that's kind of reaching.
That's stupid.
Yeah, because he's the one that did the foul.
Oh, this is kind of stupid. I mean, Bisping and Aspinall, it really is showing me Bisping and Aspinall. Aspinall gets poked October 25th, 2025. Aspinall heavyweight title against Cyril Gane ended up Gane poked both eyes. Aspinall told the referee, I can't see. The fight was ruled no contest. Yep.
And then this is the last one.
Most recently, Paddy Pimblett lost his interim title fight after suffering multiple eye pokes. I mean, I don't know if it was eye pokes that made him not be able to punch and head movement, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but
This is a fucking reach as fuck. Super reach. Aspinall and Bisping are your best examples.
All right, well, that's the UK curse. And then let's go. Oh, this one too. So it's the Zuffa. Do you pronounce it Zuffa or Zuffa? I don't know. Zuffa boxing.
Zuffa
boxing. There was one that happened, I guess, on Sunday, I believe.
Yeah, big knockout.
And then, that one uppercut was awesome. But then this is the post-fight press conference, and they're talking about what's going on with the different promotions. And I'll just play it for you.
What has been the biggest pushback that you have gotten from the traditional boxing establishments?
What's been the biggest pushback? There hasn't been any pushback.
Okay.
This is like beating up babies. I feel like I came in and I'm beating up babies. I expected more. I expected some pushback. I expected some, I don't know, them to be more game. They're all way out of their league. Like, absolutely, positively out of their league. I'm actually a little shocked. And then I saw, Eddie Hearn.
I do think Dana runs circles around promoter-wise, but I would say that to Eddie Hearn and these and Oscar's a different story, but to these guys, especially Eddie Hearn, the reason they're not pushing back is Dana's not a threat yet. So they're not taking him serious yet. Once he starts playing with the big boys and signing some big boys, I bet he gets a little more pushback. But right now, they're kind of just seeing how he's moving. I still think Dana's going to do his thing and run circles around him. But right now, the likes of Eddie Hearn, Oscar De La Hoya, they're probably like, all right, still not a threat,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He just says Eddie Hearn, he has dad's
money.
Right?
Yeah, his dad's money. All right, let's go to.
If I'm Eddie Hearn, I was just like, and you had your buddy's money.
Everyone has money. Then if he's, everyone gets.
It's not like you're self-made. None of them are self-made. If I'm Eddie Hearn, I'm like, okay, so my dad gave me money. Your best friend that you went to high school with, the Fertittas, gave you money.
Yeah, and the Fertittas got money from, I'm sure, their parents or something. It's always a lineage.
Oh yeah, that's a bad argument.
I guess this is kind of finalized the card for London, England.
Yeah, my poor guy, Michael Venom Page. You see, he was like, I think I've pissed somebody off with the UFC.
Something like that, yeah. Like he doesn't understand why he would have to fight this guy, Sam Patterson, who's...
It doesn't make a lot of sense. They want him on the card. Maybe there's no other takers. It is very strange. I don't know if he pissed anybody off. I don't think Dana is ever the biggest fan of Michael Venom Page. His fights haven't been that exciting, especially with his antics. Like if you remember against Jared Cannonier, he had an opportunity to put him away, but kept like showboating. The UFC just doesn't play that. They're like, finish that dude, man. Get a finish. He let him hang around. He got in some trouble. So probably a little bit of that. Sam Patterson, he's an exciting prospect. So the UFC is kind of like, we're paying Michael Venom Page a shit ton of money. This Sam Patterson kid's going for finishes. Let's see if he can get the rub off Michael Venom Page. Yeah. That's what's going on.
But that's like, this card is just not great.
For UK, they just, I don't know, man. I don't know. They're kind of just waiting for that UK, for the White House card. Everything's tying that up. Once that gets announced, then I think, like the Miami card, stuff like that, to start popping. I bet shortly after the White House card will get announced, Makhachev will fight Ian Machado Gary.
Oh, yeah. That's another one, huh? That popped up recently.
Yeah. Ian Machado Gary and Islam are going to fight. Yep. So this is Ian Gary's hidden message. It's not even that hidden if you follow the sport. During his post-fight press conference, Ian Gary explained that if he ever were to match up with Islam Makhachev, he would travel to Georgia to work with the wrestlers there and prepare properly for the challenge. Today, he has posted a photo from Heathrow Airport on the departure board, which is Georgia, yeah?
Tbilisi or whatever?
Yeah, that's his next fight. It's the Makhachev one's weird because kind of like he's gonna be a favorite in every single matchup. Ian Machado Gary doesn't, he's not a finisher, so how? It's just tough, man. Ian Machado Gary definitely deserves it, and I'm hopeful he can maybe pull something out. There's just not a lot of ways for him to win, you know?
Yeah, and would you focus on the wrestling, or would you just go to what you know the best?
There's nothing he can do. There's not enough hours in the day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's nothing he can do. It's the fight to make, you know? And for Makhachev, you know, he's fighting for his legacy, and he's gonna, 17 fights in a row that he's gonna win. So it's like, with Michael Morales, he hasn't done enough yet, so it doesn't make. They probably want him to get 1 or 2 more fights. Ian Machado Gary makes sense, especially for his legacy. So that's what's going on.
Okay. You mentioned the Miami card. There are rumors initially that Manel Kape was going to fight Joshua Van, but apparently now it's supposed to be Joshua Van versus Tatsuro Taira.
Is that confirmed?
Not confirmed, but it's like more reports leading to this being what's going to happen, and it's supposed to be the first ever men's Asian title fight.
Oh, interesting.
Which is,
Hopefully that card's stacked with some other shit, though.
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
That's your main event? I don't know, dude.
Let's do this boxing one real quick. This is Canelo talking about Terrence Crawford.
He deserves all the credit, no? Even if my body don't feel like I really want, but I did well. No, you need to take the losses and learn from that and keep going. I have cramps in my legs, so doesn't respond the way I really want. But, it is what it is. We learn from that and we move forward. I know what mistakes I made in the fight and in the camp too.
Was there any part of you that got upset when
That's
he
my
announced
boy.
his retirement and you said,
That's my
I
guy.
gave you the opportunity, now you're not going to give me the opportunity back?
Yeah, of course. I always give all his credit, no. But we need to run it back. That's why my tough. When after the fight, I say we need to run it back this fight because I don't feel the way I really want. I need to make this fight happen again, and it's gonna be different. I think for him to deserve all the credit, he need to give me the rematch, obviously. But I will. He decide to retire, and the rematch will be perfect for boxing. No, but it is what it is.
I'm kind of with Terrence. I mean, unless he needs the money, it wasn't that close of a fight. Terrence, like, why?
Yeah, but Canelo's saying just to cement it because Canelo was not on his game that day. He said, like he mentioned, his cramps and his body wasn't feeling that way.
Terrence ain't trying to hear that. I'm kind of with Terrence. Like, I'm good, man. That wasn't that tough,
That guy's a trip though. You said the world's worst spy or whatever. Just the way he dresses.
Yeah,
that's like his everyday thing, though, right?
Yeah, that's what he looks like. They call him Mr. Versace. Reno.
This I thought was also interesting. Sarukian was training with Mighty Mouse, and then he mentioned how Islam could actually out wrestle him. He actually admitted it. So,
who can out wrestle you in the UFC? Who can out wrestle you?
Right now I'm 155 and over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I shouldn't worry. It was Islam, but he went out.
Yeah, he went out.
Yeah, and
But-
he doesn't waste energy.
Doesn't waste energy because he's.
Yeah. He's so calm too.
You are too. You are too. You're calm. You're not a spaz. Who can out wrestle you?
yeah, but that's cool that he actually says like straight up, yeah, Islam could out wrestle me.
Yeah, 55. Like, obviously, Hamzat can out wrestle him, but he was like, at 55, nobody could. Makhachev could, but he moved up.
Yeah.
God, I'd love to
dude.
see him and Islam just straight up wrestle.
Yeah. I would love to see that matchup. This is your boy Mikey Musumeci calling out Armin for obviously grappling, not a real fight, but I'll just play it for you.
I want to fight Arman. Not fight. Definitely not fight. Let's change the F word out of this one. Grapple Arman. He's incredible, but he called out my friend Tom Hardy in a grappling match. And my friend Tom Hardy is an actor that's a purple belt. Like, he was a purple belt, now he's a brown belt. Congrats, Tom. But I just don't like that he did that. Like, he could grapple actually a grappler. I'm lighter than him, so I'll just go up and face him. Like, that would be a really fun match for everyone. Can I face him? He's so much bigger and stronger. Can I beat him? We'll see.
And when would you want that to happen? What's the timeline for that?
Send me a location.
What do you think?
This comment goes, damn, he's zesty.
He's been that way though.
Yeah, that's just him, man.
And then he's like, it's my friend Tom Hardy, my friend Tom Hardy.
Yeah, I love
one of the
love
biggest
Mikey.
actors in the
He's
world.
funny. The stuff he did with the weigh-ins, though, at
oh my gosh, yeah,
it's all good.
And okay, I was gonna speak on that too. So as of late, he's been doing this kind of stuff where he's like cussing a lot now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's so out of character. But I don't know. Maybe he's just he's young.
So I haven't noticed. He's such a little beast. I'd love to see him and Armin though.
Yeah, that'd be a fun fight.
I'm sure.
Or a fun grappling
and Armin's
match.
down. I'm sure Armin's down. Someone said, "Damn, he's zesty."
He is.
That boy is zesty.
He's
zesty
one of one.
Tying knots though.
Have you seen this? It's gone viral. This clip of wrestling.
No.
And I can't tell if it's like high school or college. But yeah, check it out.
Looks like high school. Oh. Definitely high school.
So I had to Google it, but apparently you can't do anything like that hardcore of a slam where you're trying to like violently damage someone. I forgot the way they worded it though.
Interesting. Yeah, that's straight WWE style. Gotta give the young man some credit though.
That was badass.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Rampage was. Yeah. I'd say it was a legal move.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be mad if my son if he got disqualified for that. I'm like, bro, that was sick.
This is what I saw.
Lifting and return opponent to the mat, unnecessary force is considered an illegal slam.
That's so weird though. That is wrestling though, isn't it?
I mean, the way he slammed, I think if he would have, because he did it with one arm too, like slammed him. I think if he would have secured it with this and put him and then followed, but because he did it almost like WWE Undertaker style and just threw him to the mat.
But that's what made it look awesome.
It did look awesome. He's going viral, but yeah, you don't want that.
Nah. And speaking of Rampage, I saw this this clip of Rampage and this guy kind of messing with them during his live stream.
Nice to meet you. I've been a huge fan forever. Thank you, brother. I have one question for you. What? Is that a video? Yeah. Tell me it's a video. Tell me it's a video. I didn't know it was a video. All right. What was it like fighting Jon Jones? Get the fuck out my face. Bitch ass nigga. Get the fuck out my face. Hey, guess what though? What's it like being a little bitch? What's it like? What's it like being a little bitch? Tell me that. No. Tell me though. What's it like being a little? You asked me a question. What's it like being a little bitch? I'm a huge fan. No. I answer your question. What's it like being a little bitch?
Sometimes when he does these things, it's like a skit. But to me, this one looked like he's actually
he's pretty serious there. Yeah. It's pretty disrespectful. All the fights, all the great fights Rampage had. The Jon Jones' sore one. Like, you're not a fan, dude. But this is part of the problem when you're he's in this young streamer world. It's a young world.
Yeah.
These kids don't give a fuck. They have no chill. So for that kid, he got what he wanted. Oh, he got a reaction from Rampage. This is going viral now. So that's the game Rampage is playing. He's making bank, but this is one of the downsides.
But that kid looks like a dork.
They don't care. They don't care. The young fan base does not care. Like, think about that Jack Doherty kid.
Yeah, that guy. Oh my god, everyone.
But it's all this. The young culture has no respect. No respect. I sound like such an old dude right now.
Well, you're older now, so it is what it is. This is Nate Diaz. I will just play this clip for you.
Hold on, let me guess. Oh, fuck up Charles Olivera. Fuck up Max Holloway. What's going on?
Yeah, kind of, but he's backing up his words. But I'll show you this first clip.
You're the original BMF. When people think bad, they think Nate Diaz. Charles Olivera and Max Holloway. Who you got in that one? They're fighting March 7th.
I like Max.
You like Max?
Yeah, I'll stop the.
Fans want to see you on the White House card. Are you going to get on the White House card?
That was weird what I said, man. Yeah, the White House would be perfect.
You're the man, bro. Thank you.
So first he goes, when they asked about, he goes, I got Max, but I'll slap the shit out of him. Then he goes, no, the other guy, which means Charles Olivera. And then he was like, no, that sounds like I was disrespectful. So he actually did apologize. He went on.
I didn't say I'd slap Max Holloway. I said that about Olivera, but I shouldn't have said that. Either it was rude and I was effed up. If we were fighting in a cage match, I might attempt it, but that was rude. I shouldn't have said that. My bad, bros. All respect, though. He's not writing that, and that's fine. It's just what he.
Yeah, but it's weird that he backtracked. It's kind of like
because disrespect. I mean, who also Max is beloved. Max has nothing to do with it.
Here he's saying about Olivera.
Yeah, even both those guys. Like what?
Yeah,
I don't know.
And let's go to Olivera now. Apparently, to this day, his coach says, remember that one time that Max hit him, and then he just like seconds later just collapsed.
But now this is old Charles Oliveira, which is why I've never really supported him, but he's completely changed and proved me wrong.
180.
He was so weak-minded when he first started. People forget.
Oh, yeah.
But he's one of the rare cases where something happened. I don't know if he had a kid or whatever, and got the bitchness out of him, and he's a savage now. But before, there was quitting Charles Oliveira. There just was. You know?
Yeah. But anyway, his coach said that they to this day, they don't know. The doctors don't know what happened. He doesn't know what happened, but you're saying that potentially that he just bitched out.
Yeah, that's all it was. But again, it's all good because he totally redeemed himself. You know, now he's gotten in horrible situations. You know, the Chandler fight. There's other fights where he gets the Justin Gate where he gets rocked, and then he doesn't quit.
No,
he fights
back.
through it. Best finisher of all time now. Most finishes, like completely redeemed himself.
And that is awesome to see. I thought this was just interesting too.
This guy goes, how can I explain to a casual that the guy on the left was cut, not the guy on the right?
It shows 3-3 in the last 6, and then 0-6 in the last 6.
Pretty easy. The guy on the right's entertaining and a fan favorite,
which is
and actually fights, but has really bad cardio.
And the
but
left
he's
is
more
Johnson.
entertaining. The guy on the left is super boring. Doesn't go for finishes. That's easy.
Yeah, but 6 is going deep.
0-6 is tough.
Yeah, that's deep. And in the heavyweight division too. But
well, that's why he gets away with it. The heavyweight division's
because it's so poor. Okay.
Diminished that they're just like, man, he's still a star. Oh God, what's this? Jaylen.
Do you know much about Jaylen Brown?
Yeah, man, he's amazing. Right, so far the MVP of the NBA.
Well, I'll let him speak on it. This is what apparently Dana White said about him.
Toy with this. I've talked to some people. You know, maybe postpart of my career, I would love to partake in something like UFC or even boxing. I've talked to Dana White about some stuff, but we'll see as things go on. We'll see. I've told.
I don't know what's going on these days. It's so disrespectful. Can you imagine if Jon Jones or Izzy, you know, they're talking about retirement?
Yeah.
If Izzy was like, yeah, man, I'm thinking about going to the Boston Celtics, playing some point guard. You know, I talked to the owner of the Celtics. You know, I might try out for the Boston Celtics. It's so fucking stupid. It's so dumb. He ain't gonna do shit.
And he's 29, so if you...
I don't get how they underestimate how hard it is to be a UFC fighter. Now, if he said, yeah, after this, I want to try my hand at MMA, I'll probably, have a fight or two in a regional show. More power to you, dude.
Yeah.
But when you go, yeah, I'm thinking about fighting in the UFC, that's no different than me going, I'm thinking about taking some swings, maybe playing shortstop for the LA Dodgers. The fuck are you talking about, dude? No other sport has to deal with this. I don't know what it is. Everybody thinks they can fight. Jaylen Brown cannot fight. I don't get it, dude. He's also on the max contract. What have you ever seen how much we make, dude? It's so dumb. It's so disrespectful.
But it is true that of all the sports that people play, the ones that they envy the most is MMA. You know, all the sports players.
Yeah, and they watch it, so you'd think they would have some sort of clue how good how good you have to be at fighting just to make it to the UFC.
Yeah.
It's no different than Izzy or Sean Strickland going, yeah, man, after this, I know I only have 1 or 2 fights left. I'm thinking about trying out for the Denver Broncos. The media would laugh in his face, but for whatever reason, Dana and the MMA media, they condone this. Oh, that would be sick. Jaylen Brown, are you out of your fucking mind? There's been guys that have tried it before. You ever heard of a guy named Johnny Morton? Stud receiver, played at USC, played for the Detroit Lions, had a fight, left on a fucking stretcher. Wasn't even high level, didn't fight a high level guy, got fucking starched. They're not going to do shit though. This isn't real.
Okay. Big John McCarthy. This looks like it was a recent seminar that he was doing, and then he talked about how they wanted to officiate the UFC way back in the days, and this is one of the things.
Yeah, this is the documentary on Crown did. It's really dope.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Here we go.
The time we were not allowed to stop the fight as a referee. They actually thought about putting me into a lifeguard chair. I'm not kidding. You think the UFC is crazy now? A lifeguard chair having a red towel rolled up, and I was going to throw it at the fighters when I said, yeah, you need to stop. Make sense to you? Have we evolved a little bit? At the time, we were not allowed to.
Back in the day, man.
Yeah.
Some bad ideas. There's no dumb ideas. They're trying to figure it out.
Lifeguard chair.
Judging still has a ways to go, though.
We talked about this on the second show last week, but the whole scandal with the Andre Galvao and his team Atos, or that whatever that.
Atos, yeah, that's the.
I don't know if it's called a team or if it's a huge thing, but yeah, from where he's from, Atos, the whole sexual misconduct thing with that one girl. So then recently, Mackenzie Dern posted this picture with him and her, kind of showing support for them.
That can't be a good look for her.
Yeah, I don't know. She probably experienced nothing though. So
well, of course not her. These two always play a part in my camp since Jiu-Jitsu days until now. MMA, whether we are close or far away, they're always here for me. Thank you for everything. Okay, so she's not condoning what the fuck's going on. She's just saying they're in her camp.
Yeah, but once all that stuff happened, to post that picture, it is saying like these guys are good people. So it's kind of like backing them up.
Yeah, it's not good.
Alrighty. Yeah, this is kind of what we were talking about before. You were talking about before how Dana White doesn't talk to the fighters pretty much. It's like always Sean Shelby or someone else like Hunter Campbell.
Well, what's he talking about? Is Matt Brown talking about when he fought?
No, but he's also saying the same thing. He said that to a certain point, it would be Dana, like the other guys, and then Dana White would be the last when he was in the top 5 or whatever. Then Dana White would have the most conversations with him.
Well, once you get to a certain level, Dana gets involved.
But once Endeavor came in, he said he didn't talk to Dana White at all.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
and he was still fighting when Endeavor came in.
Yeah,
I was kind of coming up and in my prime, so to speak. Making a run for the title and everything. The situation that I understood, because I only spoke to Dana personally when I started getting into those top 10, top 5 fights, right? Everything below that, like, Dana would have, he was clearly involved, right? Like he would kind of talk to him here and there, and, he would come back to the locker room and talk to you about it. And, you get little glimpses here and there about what he wants next. But until I got into the top 10, top 5, there wasn't a whole lot of like talking to Dana about it, But then when I got up in there, now I wasn't even talking to Joe Silva anymore. It was just straight to Dana, right? And then after the buyout, this is just my own experience, I never talked to Dana or anybody other than Sean Shelby.
That's not good. Yeah, but I mean, I guess similar with me. I was a little different circumstance, right? Because Matt Brown, I mean, he's such a beast, immortal. I guess because I came off the Ultimate Fighter and it was like such a big season, Dana was pretty involved the whole time with me. Mm-hmm. Pretty involved. Like my first fight after I beat Chase Gormley, they flew me to something. He gave me a hug. Was like, dude, hell of a fight. That was badass. And I was with like Matt Serra at this event. Yeah, pretty involved with me. We talked to him pretty frequently. Now that was before the Endeavor days. And then especially once every fight I had was televised, and then all fights were on the main card. And so once I was consistent on the main cards, we dealt with Dana a lot, but not with the negotiations. It's always with Joe Silva until after I beat Mitrione, I went to re-sign. He flew me out to Vegas and I met him in person and we negotiated it.
He flew out just to do the negotiation?
Yeah, he flew me out just to sign my contract. Yeah.
Did you always have like management with you, or was it ever just you and him?
No, always Lex. Always, yeah. But I think too, that's the big corporations. Like you go to Apple, I'm sure when Steve Jobs was alive, you weren't dealing with Steve Jobs, until you got to a certain level. That's how stuff with Endeavor. That makes sense though. He got bought out, you know, and Dana's like, all right.
Yeah, he's just done.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is Gilbert Melendez talking to Mighty Mouse about the fights back in the day.
Watch the last two Paramount cards, right? And it's not a prestige thing that you get to like, it's Saturday, you sit down, it's buying a pay-per-view, you flock in and watch it. I feel like now it's like, it doesn't have that same essence.
Yeah, there's so many of them, right? Like back in the day, like we'd be able to like, there'd be like 4 UFCs, right? It'd be like Chuck versus like Babalu and Tito versus Ken Shamrock and like Matt Hughes versus Gil Castillo. Like you'd have like a stack card because only 4 times a year. And now you got like one every weekend. And also I think the fighters are becoming more athletes than fighters, right?
That's a great point.
And I think their athleticism is sometimes, you know, beating the guy who's a fighter. But it was
Such
just
a
a
good
different
point.
era, right? It was just like, there was some, you know, crazy, like there
It was just bangers.
Yeah,
like,
just bad intentions, you know, like, yeah.
And I don't know why, I was literally sitting there, even my producer, you know, he was sitting here, he goes, I fucking hate this. He goes, Paramount's ruining UFC. He goes, it just like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, why is that the co-main event? Like, I want banger. And I was like, dude, this is the era we're in. You know, I watched the last two Paramount.
Yeah, they're right. I mean, all us and all three of us are old heads. It's just a different time, different business model. They've gotten bigger. What was that?
Hold on. Let me refresh this.
Poor Tito, man. He just gets lit.
That's the thing. I just don't. I don't know. Yeah, anyways, this caught my eye because obviously this is our old set. Remember from
Below the Belt?
Yeah. So I'll just play this clip. This is Tito Ortiz talking to you about Herb Dean.
As good as the guys you're sparring with. Herb Dean, who fights for LFA, light heavyweight. His name's
Herb Dean?
Yeah, Herb Dean. He's actually half, I think, Swedish and Russian, I think.
Is related to the Herb Dean in the UFC?
No.
My name is Herdem Alajibek. I'm from Stockholm City.
What's his name?
And I train at All Star Training Center.
The only
a completely different. Hadaba said something like that, but then but you gave Tito like many. You're like Herb Dean. Look, is he related to Herb Dean? He's like, no.
Yeah,
he kept saying Herb Dean.
I know. I was trying to bail him out. It's like the one clip that went viral. He's like, I definitely want to out my kids, and you just see me go.
I know. He just made a mistake, but damn, that sucked.
I know, man.
He's a good, like he's an awesome father.
Words are tough.
Yeah, that's the only problem
for me and him, dude.
Well, I mean, let's say I'll give you way more grace.
Oh yeah, it's tougher. It's tougher on him these days, but I get it, man. It's fucking tough.
Yeah,
English language is tough.
That's pretty much it for current events.
All right, guys, you got a great fight night, a great main event. One of my favorite fights of the year. Sean Strickland, Fluffy Hernandez. Boy, the DraftKings odds, I assume Fluffy's a favorite.
Yeah,
because when I look at it, and this is what let me see.
Minus 278 versus plus 225.
Minus 278 is a big favorite, man. Wouldn't be a bad idea to put money on Sean Strickland. Just he's such a dog. I'm not saying he's going to win. Here's how this fight breaks down. The fighting style of Fluffy Hernandez is tailor-made to bring the dog out in Sean Strickland. So one of Sean Strickland's, if you're going to critique the guy, is if you see him in training, you hear the stories about training, or you see him online, like knocking influencers out or this guy out. In training, he's such an animal. I've heard killer training stories about him, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, boxing, everything. He's a monster. But for whatever reason, when he gets in the fights, it's a lot of jabs and teep kicks and winning by decision and just volume punching. But with Fluffy Hernandez, you really can't just sit back and jab and teep him. He's going to force the dog out of Sean Strickland, and it's going to go one of two ways. It brings the dog out of Sean Strickland, and we have one of the best fights of the year. It's going to be back and forth, action-packed. It's going to be fantastic. Or Fluffy ragdoll Sean Strickland. Because Sean has got, I think he's been taken down multiple times, 7 times his past few fights. Fluffy averages a shit ton of takedowns. So if Strickland can't stop that takedown, it keeps happening. Fluffy's going to be fighting fucking Hamzat next. There's a reason he's such a big favorite. But again, I do think that, like, Izzy's not the guy. DDP's not the guy to bring the dog out in Sean Strickland. Fluffy has the perfect style, the cardio, the tenacity to bring the dog out in Strickland. And he's going to answer that, and it's going to be one of the best middleweight fights we've seen in a hot second, or it's going to be a straight ass whooping. There's no in between.
So it's good either way then.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I can't wait. It's one of the best middleweight fights they could make. I love it. Enjoy that on Saturday. I'll be watching it from Wide World of Sports and Disney. Hopefully after my kid wins a few freaking games. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. If you want this ad free, go to Patreon right now. It's patreon.com/TFATK. We do it twice a week, baby. So we back. All right. Love you guys. I'm out.